I'm Cleo from Wizardden. In today's video, we'll import a chess pawn reference image into our scene, create a base cylinder in object mode, enter edit mode to create the base of the pawn, utilize scale, extrude, and edge loop tools. We'll create a sphere object from the mesh menu, remove the bottom faces of the sphere, utilize the bridge edge loops tool to meld the meshes, smooth normals with the shade smooth tool, add a bevel modifier to add more detail to the pawn, and a subdivision surface modifier to smooth out the model. In our layout page, let's add a reference image. Let's add our JPEG. Let's zero out the rotation. And let's rotate it 90 on the x-axis. And let's move it back a little on the y. Let's go to our modeling page. Make sure on the y-axis. Let's hit Shift A to bring up the add menu. Go to Mesh and select Cylinder. Let's go to 16 vertices. Let's enter edit mode by hitting Tab or accessing it through the drop down here. In edit mode, we can select to edit by vertex, edge, or face. For now, let's select vertex. And use Shift A to select all. And Shift Z. Or click this button here for viewport shading. And let's use G for move. Z only in the Z axis. Let's bring it close to the bottom of our image. Using S for scale and Shift Z to only scale on the Z axis. Let's bring it to roughly the correct width. Box selecting our top vertexes. Let's hit G and then Z and bring it roughly in line with the bottom of the pawn. Let's zoom in using the scroll wheel. And with our top edges still selected, let's hit E to extrude and Z again for only on the Z axis. And click when we have it in the right location. Let's hit S to scale in to match the width. And click to confirm. Now using Control R, let's hit Control R to enter edge slice mode. Here we can scroll up to add more cuts or scroll down to reduce the number. And let's click to confirm how many we have. And then we can move our mouse to select where and right click our mouse to confirm in the center. S to scale and click again to confirm. Let's alt click on a vertex to select the loop. Once again, hit E to extrude and Z for only on the Z axis. Okay, to roughly the right location. Hit S to scale. And we'll continue this pattern till we've recreated the rough shape of the pawn. Now, for the top, let's add some more geometry. Shift A to access the mesh menu. Let's select a sphere with 16 segments and rings. Let's scale it down. Bring it up. We want to remove the bottom faces and delete. Let's get it to roughly the right size. Select both edge loops. Using Alt-Shift, we can right-click and bridge edge loop. Let's hit Shift-Z to exit see-through mode. You can see we have our pawn. Let's exit edit mode and right-click on our object and shade smooth. Now, if we want to add more detail to our pawn, we can add a modifier. Let's add a bevel modifier. Give it 2 edge segments. This rounded some of the edges for us. Let's also add a subdivision surface to smooth out our geometry. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us for the next part where we'll be UV unwrapping the pawn and applying textures.